Fellas, one more go. We are having ourselves one more go. At the round of 32, we are finally here to finish it off with Baylor versus Louisville. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. That's about to be a fun one. And I'm really not going to waste much time with previewing this, previewing that. Although I will just run things down real quick. Louisville is this very experienced team. They have, let me see here, they have 2 seniors starting. They have a sophomore in the mix as well starting with J.B. Avery. They have a lot of experience coming off the bench too. Meanwhile, you got this Baylor team full of freshmen. I'm not kidding you. They have only freshmen in that starting 5. Excuse me. Just took like three pieces of gum. But yeah, this Baylor team, they are here now, but they are also the future. So, if things don't go to plan this game, no stress. They're going to get things figured out. And to say the least, they're going to be dominant. They will. I expect all these players to stay. It's a really good team that was built up by initially Coach Maxwell, but he then retired. And in comes Coach Jackson, who has stepped in and has done a very good job managing this team. Actually brought in Damian Holmes, who was a 5-star, and then convinced Exodus Creed to stay at Baylor. So now him and that Jamarcus Vick partnership is crazy. And watch out for Cooper Lotsa. But with Louisville, you got Cooper Taylor at the other end for center. Again, blood related. They're cousins, Laza and Taylor. You got Caden Mediger, super senior, leading scorer for the Cardinals. Marcus Rhodes is also a very reliable option. Riley Vixer is a good shooting guard, but watch out for J.B. Avery. J.B. Avery is a handful. What a talented brother he is. And surely, this will be a very fun game to watch. And this time it's actually, I am actually still alone. Because Mrs. Kamish is taking a nap. I will say no more. So, as she sleeps away, we get started here in Jacksonville for the final matchup of the round of 32. Excuse me, I did not roll off well. But here we are. Yes, young Baylor team. They were actually a 9 seed last year, dominated New Mexico State, and then had to unfortunately face Iowa. But here we are. If Baylor plays and beat, if they beat Louisville, they can play a conference foe in 10 seed West Virginia in the Sweet 16, which will be very interesting to watch because those are 2 young teams that are bound to make waves. Funny I say that. In the future. And here we go. So exciting. As we have this round conclude with this game. Here we go. Baylor starts with the ball, and it is Exodus Creed that will start with possession. Creed to Vic. Creed, jumper from the free throw line is good, and we got started right away. And here comes Louisville. Louisville, a bit of a more methodical, patient team that plays with screen action, feeds it to the big men. J.B. Avery draws the foul on Laza, and he will go to the free throw line for Louisville's potential first points. That's one thing. You want to keep Cooper Laza in the game. But with that said, you still got Mark Jaskolski on the bench, who's an excellent big and can do plenty of work. And there we go. First point for Louisville comes from the free throw of J.B. Avery. Avery family in this league is elite. And J.B. Avery is one of the reasons why. Early tie game, excuse me. Here we go. Louisville loves to press. out the gate. And that is a big turnover as Caden Mediger's active hands get Louisville the ball. That's one thing right there. You don't want to let Louisville get many buckets because you don't want to face that double team all day long. It's so imposing. Taylor, no, but Mediger's there, and he is fouled by Exodus Creed. And so Louisville with some quick free throws already to start this one. And Caden Mediger, super senior, coming back due to the NBA user lockout. We'll take some free throws for Louisville. He gets that first one to go. And yeah, tell me all about it. This Louisville team's a tough customer. Tough customer. They gave Duke fits in the ACC championship game, but to no avail. First lead of the game for Louisville now. And they avoid the trap right there due to some good passing. What an alley-oop to Jamarcus Vick from Damian Holmes. Beautiful play right there by the Bears. Wow. Did not expect that from a team of all freshmen. Avery goes around the screen. Floats it up. No. Rebounded by Exodus Creed. And here come the Bears. Baylor looking to run their stuff. To Laza. Jump shot. No. That's rebounded by Cooper Taylor. There comes Louisville. Vixer from Rhodes to Avery. Avery with the shot. No. Rebounded by Laza. That would have been a deep two if that went in. Vick. Jamarcus Vick. What a talent he is. To Wilkins. Creed. Jumper off. A bit too strong on that one. Here comes Louisville. What can J.B. Avery and these Cardinals do? Vixer. A 5-star recruit that Deuce got. Rhodes. Oh my goodness, what a swat and rejection by Damian Holmes. Patiently waited for Rhodes to try and put that one up, and he timed it perfectly. Holmes to Wilkins Jr. Jumper off. So both of these teams not really getting it going from the field. We're tied at 4 anyways. Vixer tries to drive in on Vick to no success. Mediger flips it up and it'll bounce in. Not much you can do there on that one. And here comes the double. Exodus Creed will try and get his way out, and he does. Good work by Exodus Creed. He'll pass it up to Damian Holmes. Creed is going to wait for some motion. Oh, what a pass inside. Nobody covered Damian Holmes for some reason, and he ties up the game early. It's a bit of a slower paced game for both teams, but they love it. Mediger, 3. No. Rebounded by Jamarcus Vick. I'm telling you, Vick and Creed, this combo at the guard spot is insane. And that pass was nearly intercepted. Damian Holmes' shot does not go in. Baylor could have taken the lead back right there. And both teams are just slowly getting points up. Nothing really going for both offenses. Rhodes, Mediger, shot. No. Rebounded by Laza. Here comes Baylor. Here's Jamarcus Vick. It's a bit of a double point guard duty with those two. Wilkins, beautiful moves. He gets that one to go. Hugh Wilkins Jr. His presence was missed at the beginning of the season for Baylor. He picked up an injury early, and they got upset early by George Mason. Had he not been injured, that game would have went differently for Baylor. I'm sure of it. J.B. Avery working his way in. Rhodes draws the foul on Jamarcus Vick. So he will head to the free throw line for a pair. Excuse me, that's not Rhodes. That's Riley Vixer, the 5-star freshman. Tons of talent on this Louisville team, but I fear that a lot of it will go into the portal because it doesn't seem like Coach Deuce will be hanging on to his job much longer. I could be wrong, though. Could be wrong. Vixer ties up the game. And here comes that press again. Louisville aggressively pursuing these Baylor ball carriers. Holmes drives in, a bit of contact, and he gets it to go. Cooper Taylor could only do as much as he could without drawing a foul, or without committing a foul, excuse me. And that is intercepted. Great defense by Laza. Creed drives in, layup goes. Baylor with the early lead. And here comes Louisville. And Cooper Taylor with the feed from J.V. Avery slams it down. Caught him in stride, and no one was going to stop Cooper Taylor. Creed over to Wilkins Jr. And he will get across the halfway mark. Holmes, feed, Wilkins, through contact, no. Rebounded by Caden Mediger. And here come the Cardinals. And here's Marcus Rhodes, another big-time experienced senior for Louisville. They're going to have quite a bit to replace. Mediger, three, bang! Louisville takes the lead right back. And Caden Mediger is going to be a hot commodity in the draft. Come the summer. Super talented forward who can really do it all. Such a talented player. Holmes draws the contact, gets it to go in the bucket. Caden Mediger fouls him, but Damian Holmes, another five-star freshman, shows how tough he is. And he has 6 early points. A big-time player he is. Free throw goes. And we got an early lead for Baylor. And there we go. Baylor also trying to double and create some pressure. But Louisville will. Oh, they'll lose the ball. Cooper Taylor got ripped by Vic. Gosh, I'm having a hard time talking all of a sudden. Jamarcus Vick at the elbow to Holmes. Now to Laza. Laza jumper. No. Now Laza's not known as a big-time scorer, but he can get buckets where he wants to. But he can play some defense, and he once again causes a turnover and a free slam for the freshman. Louisville down early. Well, not really down early. It's getting close to the halfway point of the first half. Rhodes, three. No. Rebounded by Vic, and here come the Bears. Now, this Louisville team had a massive scare against 14-seed Hawaii, mind you. Nearly lost that game. Holmes, jumper. Oh, it almost went in. Just bounced a little bit unluckily out of the hoop. Screening action going on for Riley Vixer. Working in. Avery. How did he miss that? He usually knocks those down. Very surprised that he didn't convert on that three. And shots like those, if you don't convert, you're going to lose the game. So, Louisville fans hoping for a better offensive possession next time, and it starts with defense like that. Rhodes with it now. As Damian Holmes slams the floor, intimidating this Cardinals team. Mediger pops a shot, misses, rebounded by Wilkins Jr. And here come the Bears once again as we near the halfway point of the first half. Creed, feed. How was that recollected by Wilkins Jr., but how did he miss that shot too? I didn't think Mediger really got in the way of the hoop like that, but maybe he did. Vixer, three. Got it. That's a big-time three for Louisville. And they're only down by one now. And here comes the half-court trap. Gotta play it smart if you're Baylor. So far, they're doing the right things. Creed, gotta get it over. Good pass to Holmes. And Baylor's gonna get set up. Holmes to Creed at the NCAA logo. Vic, Laza, jumper, no. And it's rebounded by Rhodes. So Louisville can take the lead now. Avery. Gonna wait for his team to get set up. Madiger, feed, and oh my goodness, that counts as a body bag. A goaltend on Baylor and Marcus Rhodes 2. Louisville back up front. So far, some amazing basketball being played. But Louisville on a little bit of a 5-0 run. Small 5-0 run as they bring in some key bench pieces. Baylor made some changes too, as we will see what these benches are made of. McDermott gets it across. No, intercepted by Ash Jackson. Jackson coming in. No, and I'm sorry, I think that was Devin Diablo. And he's limping a little bit. Yeah, that was Devin Diablo, excuse me. He was the starting shooting guard for Louisville last season. McDermott, jumper, no. And here comes Louisville. J.B. Avery still out there with Devin Diablo, Rich Elias. And how did that one go? 7-0 run for Louisville. And here comes that pressure yet again, but they'll escape it. And foul drawn. Zayden Williamson could not keep his composure at the rim when Renegade charged at him. And this young Baylor Bears team will get some free throws. First one goes. Both these teams play some rugged ball. Very rugged basketball. But it's surprising that Baylor, for as young as they are, they play such tough defense. And here comes the trap. And Baylor could not get much of it as Louisville escapes. Although that's a turnover there. Right place, right time by, I believe that was either Cooper Laza or Ben McDermott. Exodus Creed with it now. Feeds it to McDermott. Three-pointer. No. I'm sorry, that wasn't McDermott. That was Mark Jaskolski. So he's in a power forward for Hugh Wilkins Jr. Louisville will now work it. Diablo waiting for someone to get open. To J.B. Avery. J.B. Avery, three. No. It's been kind of a cold game so far for the star sophomore. And now it's Ben McDermott waiting for something to get set up. Renegade to Creed. To a feed. Laza. What a slam. And Baylor's back on top. Some truly exciting back and forth action. Avery. That's a three. Oh my goodness. Who made that? I didn't even see who made that. Wow. But if I had to guess, let me see. I don't think that was Williamson. Who was that? No idea. Creed. Renegade. I think Renegade could have taken a shot right there, but he was a little bit shy. Feed. McDermott. Easy two. Tie game. And J.B. Avery feeds Williamson. J.B. Avery from three. Way off. But Rich Elias draws the foul on Mark Jaskolski and will head to the line. That's a great rebound there by Elias, who, by the way, was a starter for Louisville last year, but with Madiger's return, he has reluctantly given up that spot for now. But he's going to get it back. So there's an immediate solution at the power forward spot for Louisville. But who comes in for them at small forward? Well, you have two picks. You have one of the Jackson relatives actually on Louisville. Get his name though, is Rich Elias. Horribly misses that second free throw. But then you also have Dewey, Malachi Johnson. Holmes, three. Bang! Oh, this brother is going crazy. Under 5 minutes to go. This has been a very fun game to watch so far. Rhodes tries to drive in. Almost steps out of bounds. Layup goes somehow. What a finish. And they're back to just absolutely pressing the bejeebers out of Baylor. They commit the turnover, though, and they will get the bucket. What a finish by Jackson. Jackson, by the way. Not Jakson. Bit weird, I know. Holmes with it now. As Baylor, oh, that was nearly out of bounds. And Damian Holmes is not going to finish that one. And here's Marcus Rhodes. No, that was Riley Vixer. There's Marcus Rhodes at the top of the key. Switching it around. Three-pointer goes. Riley Vixer extending Louisville's lead by 5. And Baylor trying to get this ball across. They will there. Holmes, shot, good. 12 points for Damian Holmes, a strong showing by the freshman. Here's Jackson. To Rhodes. Rich Elias pumps, shoots, scores. Under 3 minutes to go. And once again, they are pressing the life out of Baylor. And it's working so far as they are slowing them down. Shot right there. That's a big-time shot. A deep 2. I think that was Jamarcus Vick. I think. Don't quote me on it. Yes, that was Jamarcus Vick. What a shot. Rhodes gets the screen. Taylor, shot, off. Rebounded by, I want to believe that's Wilkins Jr. And here's Baylor. I kind of forget who number 14 is for them. Unfortunately, he's not a starter. Oh my goodness. Oh, I thought Damian Holmes would finish that one. They've been running that offense through him. And he's been executing fairly well. Elias swallows the contact and he gets it to go. And the foul. And that's Laws' second, so he's got to go sit. And that is Krozovic. I remember Krozovic. He was a big-time player for Baylor last year until Exodus Creed came through. Elias, free throw goes. So Louisville's up by 6 now. And here he comes. Off the floor for Caden Mediger. And once again, this press is relentless for Louisville, as they'll get around it for now. Vick drives in. That's Wilkins Jr. got absolutely rejected. What a stuff right there by the Louisville defense. Rhodes. Vixer. Shot. No. Rebounded by Mediger, and he stuffs it down. This Louisville team is crazy. Creed gets double once again. They continuously slow down this Baylor attack by doubling them. And it's another steal. Avery to the rim. Draws a contact, but no foul. That's going to be Jaskolski on the rebound. And there's a minute left in the first half. Louisville up by 8. Holmes to Wilkins. Floats it to Exodus Creed. Shot goes. I'm sure the Baylor faithful want to see Exodus Creed taking more shots as the game progresses, as we are seconds away. Rhodes, shot, no. Rebounded by Jaskolski. Shot clock not off quite yet. So here comes Baylor. Holmes to Jaskolski. Trying to work his way in. Spins. Oh, what a package of moves, but he hits the side of the backboard after all that? Yikes. Now shot clock is off, and Louisville's probably going to get the last shot of the half. Avery. 3-ball. Got it. Big time shot. And Baylor's got to work their way up, but they're getting pressed like crazy. Holmes got to chuck it. Heave. Looked like that was going to go in, but it's all wide. And Louisville up by 9 to end the half. What a crazy half this has been. As Louisville has been executing well, shooting 45% from three. That's big time. Damian Holmes so far has been the bright star, the bright spot for Baylor, leading all scorers with 12 points. They are going to need a better half, and they will need Cooper Laza to stay out of foul trouble because that man on defense is a menace. But they need better defense from their guards too, because every single one of these Cardinals are capable of scoring big time. Rhodes, Mediger, shot, good. Double-digit lead for Louisville. First one of the game for any team. And they're pressing Creed. They're going to rip it from him right here. They do. Vixer drops it off. Avery, shot, no. Baylor survives that wave of pressure from Louisville. Holmes to Vic. To Lazo. What a feed for Damian Holmes as he slams it down. Baylor has a bit of a hole to climb out of, but it's not impossible. Louisville, known for going cold at the most inopportune times. Taylor gets the feed from Avery, and he will convert. Back to an 11-point lead for the Cards. And once again, this pressure is just relentless from Louisville. Laza, Vic, drives in and hits the side of the backboard. I'm sorry, I can't help but get deflated when I see that. It's just like, bro, you really couldn't avoid that? Mediger, feed, Rhodes, jumper, pure. And Louisville is starting to run away with this one a little bit. Vic to Creed. And try and run this offense a little better. Holmes, shot, is off. And rebounded by Avery. And here's Riley Vixer. Feeds, Mediger, shot. No. Although we just saw Jamarcus Vick flop, I thought he could have gotten a foul call there on Louisville, but no. Creed, Holmes, inside to Vic. How did he get that one to go? And these Baylor Bears need to stop badly. They couldn't get it right there. What a block. But it falls right into the hands of Marcus Rhodes, who stuffs it. Unfortunate. Baylor came up with the initial stop. And my goodness, this pressure is just so relentless. Creed. They really need him to take more shots. Vic. To Laza. Laza, jumper. Got it. They're going to need everybody to step up if they are going to mount a successful comeback with 13 minutes left on the clock. Mediger, layup, goes. But they also need to find a way to stop Louisville. Louisville has a hot hand right now. And once again, this pressure is not going to stop. Pass. Creed to Vic. Thought about driving in, but no. He's going to try again. A bit unsuccessful. He's going to reset. Creed up top to Wilkins. Feeds. Holmes for the slam. That was a big bucket right there for Damian Holmes. And right now they're going back and forth as Cooper Taylor, slams it down. And right now this Baylor defense is a leaking hose. Creed needs to help find his team some points. Holmes to Laza. And that is an offensive foul on... Oh my gosh. They thought they bumped him too hard. And really called the offensive foul there on Cooper Laza. You kidding me? This Louisville team They looked so shaky against Hawaii in the first round. They look like a completely different team now. But with that said, Baylor also doesn't look as good. But with that said, FAU is no Louisville. 3 missed from Mediger, and Baylor recollects. So finally they get themselves a stop on defense. But can they get themselves a bucket? Creed. To Wilkins. To Holmes. Good feed. Creed. Shot goes. Again, they're going to want to see more Exodus Creed offense. Specifically shooting. Scoring. He can dish it up too. 3 does not fall. Once again. Good bounce for Baylor. As a score here can bring this game within single digits. Creed. That's a feed for Vic. He gets it. The slam. Oh my gosh. And the foul. Whoa. I did not know Jamarcus Vick could get up like that. Oh my goodness. See what I mean when I tell you that this duo right here, Exodus Creed and Jamarcus Vick, are bound to become the most dangerous 1-2 punch in all college basketball? They're bound. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. And here comes the Baylor double team, although nothing going there, as Louisville survives it. Rhodes is completely rejected. Great defense by Baylor, and here comes Exodus Creed. Slowed down by J.B. Avery, though. Great recovery defense by Louisville. Vic, waiting for some help. Holmes, jumper, bit too heavy. And Rhodes recollects. Taylor to Avery. Mediger, shot. Missed. Horribly missed. And here come the Bears. Jamarcus Vick to Wilkins. Now to Holmes. Holmes somehow gets that one. Holmes, jumper. No. And Damian Holmes, who had a hot start, seemingly has cooled off a little bit. And yes, Louisville is scoreless for over 2 minutes now, but it won't last. Although that's a great rejection. Recovery is all they called the foul on Damian Holmes. I think that's Riley Vixer heading to the line. It is. Unlucky break for Baylor. As Ben McDermott will let Damian Holmes get a good rest. Hopefully. And Riley Vixer. Tall guard at 6'8". Very tall. A true weapon for Louisville. Who, by the way, I don't know if anyone really tracked high school that much, but he really carried that McEachern team for as long as he could. Proved himself to be a very worthy player of a 5-star ranking. And shows that he can really be a team player as well. On a very talented Louisville team. This Louisville press is just ridiculous. Creed. Vic, 3. Whoa, what a big time shot. You're going to need your stars to step up, and that's the way you want them to. Here's J.B. Avery. Shot. Cooper Taylor. Excuse me, that wasn't a shot, but that was a rebound there by Wilkins Jr. on the Cooper Taylor attempt. And Mediger was looking for that rebound too. Great board by the freshman. Creed from 3. Oh, that was way off. Would have been an amazing shot right there to get them within 4. As we are a little over 9 minutes away from the end of the round of 32. Rhodes. Waiting for someone to get open. That's Mediger. Shot. Oh, that's pure. And once again, this Louisville press is ridiculous. They do not let up. They need to get this ball over the line. And they do. And what just happened there? I have no words for what I just saw there. That's horrible. As Hugh Wilkins Jr. comes off for Jaskolski? I think. Yeah, Jaskolski. Or McDermott, one of the two. So Diablo to Avery. Mediger. Cooper Taylor, shot, goes. Louisville back in front by 11. And this pressure is just so relentless. Another double. Jaskolski escapes it with the pass. McDermott. Vick draws a foul and he gets it to go. Second and one opportunity right there for the star shooting guard. $14 points for the talented youngster on 6 for 7 shooting. Can make it 15 right here, and he does. Avery escapes what could have been a trap right there by Baylor. Foul drawn. Rhodes back to the free throw line, and Cooper Laza is in major foul trouble. One more and he's out of here. You do not want to see that. And he will head to the bench, and Trey Butler will fill in for him as Mark Jaskolski moves down to the center spot. This Baylor team needs to be a bit more careful on defense. But also this Louisville team has finally found its identity after seemingly struggling against Hawaii. Hawaii, by the way, had so many chances to win that game, and they just could not convert. Jaskolski doubled, escapes. Creed to Butler, trying to work his way in on Rich Elias. Trying to back him down, feeds it. Creed, long two, too heavy. Rebounded by Louisville. Still a lot of game clock left, but Baylor is just not operating the same way as they did against Florida Atlantic in the previous round. Elias feeds. Taylor, jump shot, does not go. And he was trying to draw the foul there too. Bit of a slimy tactic there by Taylor. Butler waiting for some help. Creed, 3. Needed that one. Big time 3. And Baylor is not going away. Rich Elias. Oh my goodness. How does this keep happening? Baylor gets a stop at the rim, and Louisville is right there every single time to clean up. And they get ripped. Avery floats it up. No. But at least this time, Baylor cleans it up there. Could have been a massive swing on points, but no. Jaskolski gets absolutely rejected by Taylor. Goodness gracious. We are under 7 minutes left in the game. And Louisville eyeing up a Sweet 16 appearance, one that they could not get when they played Michigan last year. Avery from 3, a horrible shot. And here comes Baylor with Jamarcus Vick, Damian Holmes. We got Butler circling it around. Good passing. Butler sinks the 2. Don't count out Baylor just yet. Don't count them out. We got 6 minutes on the clock. Rhodes to Cooper Taylor. Feeds it. Rhodes. Jumper goes. Louisville much better from the field today than they were against Hawaii. And Creed is ripped again. And Diablo will slow it up. And that's turned over though. Finally, Baylor recovers from a disastrous turnover. Jaskolski to Creed. Vick is absolutely rejected. Louisville's not going to let him do that too many times. Rhodes. Such a weapon. Such experience, although that's a big time turnover. Interception by Vick. There's Butler with it now. He waits for help. And good feed to Jamarcus Vick. We'll flip that one up. And we'll keep Baylor within striking distance, so to say. 5 minutes left. Rhodes is waiting. Diablo. Avery. 3. No. Rebounded by Rich Elias. These second opportunities are absolutely killing Baylor. And once again, oh, no pressure this time, or there is pressure, but unsuccessful. Jaskolski 2, that's a big shot. I was going to say that was an unsuccessful trap attempt right there by Louisville. But man, Baylor really needs to get stops. They need them, and they need them now. Taylor to Diablo. Diablo 3. Oh no. And Louisville having an offensive explosion. And that's a near turnover. Ricochets off of an outstretched Marcus Road hand. And it's going to stay with Baylor. So even though Louisville is shooting below 50% as a team, it feels like they're playing a much better game on offense. Baylor's somehow shooting 52% though. So it must be just the threes or the free throws as well though. Because in terms of the whistles, it's been Louisville that's been getting all of them. And has really been getting a big advantage at the free throw line. And that was a near backcourt violation on Renegade. Little too close. McDermott. Laza. Wilkins. Jumper. No. Rebounded by Jackson. I don't remember if that's Aiden Jackson or Ash Jackson. Because there's one on DePaul as well. I just forget his name. Zayden Williamson at the top of the key. Screen. Mediger draws a contact. No. Rebounded by Laza. Remember, Cooper Laza is one foul away from being out of this game. Raiku Krozovic. Or excuse me, that's not Raiku. That is Ben McDermott. To Renegade. Now that's Raiku Krozovic. Or Riku. Don't butcher me for these pronunciations. Baylor's got to speed it up, though. Good pass. Renegade's going to get the easy, too, but they need stops here, as we are less than 3 minutes away from seeing West Virginia's next opponent. 10th seed West Virginia's next opponent, mind you. Williamson. Mediger. Shot. Missed. They're going to need more of that. Here comes Baylor. To Krozovic. He's going to wait for his Baylor teammates to arrive. For some help. To Wilkins. To Renegade. Renegade tries to feed Laza, but it'll go careening off of Rich Elias out of bounds. There's Coach Deuce. I don't know how much longer he will be coaching, but here come the starters. Holmes, Vic, and Creed. Holmes, and oh my goodness, that is the worst possible play that you could have drawn up. From the inbound. And we're nearing 2 minutes left in this game. And Baylor's within single digits, but it's a far single digits, you know? Good pass. They are passing the ball well. Vic's shot. It's a miss. Baylor still has an opportunity, but they need to hurry up. Creed, pass to Holmes. That layup will go. They're within 6. No pressure, though, on Louisville. None at all. I'm surprised. And Louisville is going to play slow cooker with this offense. Vixer. Williamson. Avery waiting for help. He's going to try a 2. Wow, what a shot right there by J.B. Avery. And oh my goodness, Exodus Creed kind of pushes off. No foul call. But that is a turnover. Such a costly turnover for Louisville. Avery to Williamson, who gets rejected. Great defense by Baylor, but they're running out of time. Creed, Holmes, 3, got it. 5-point differential now. That was a big time 3 by Baylor. Big time. Williamson, Rich Elias. The feed to Williamson, jumper, missed. Timeout Baylor. Give it a shot here. I'm telling you, this Baylor team, although young and inexperienced, they can give you pressure. All the pressure you want. And Coach Jackson has his team rallied up around him. What will it be for this Baylor team? They have a big opportunity to close this lead down. Get it within a one-score game. If they play their cards right, things are going to get very interesting as we are under a minute to go in the round of 32, and that, I can't believe I just saw that happen like that. No words. No words for what we just saw from Jamarcus Vick. The worst possible thing that could have happened. Didn't even get a shot up. Unbelievable. And now instead of looking at a 5-point differential with the possibility to score and make it a one-score game with a lot of time left, you now got to play serious catch-up. I do not understand what the thought was from Jamarcus Vick. No reason to feed it in. Work from the outside. Find an outside shot, and then work your way in if you don't have an open look. Holmes, 3. He splashed it. Damian Holmes, the flamethrower. But now Baylor has to foul. And if you're going to be fouling J.B. Avery, your chances of a comeback are slim. Because this guy nearly helped Louisville come back from a deficit against Michigan last year. He's one of the most sure-handed free throw shooters in the country. Exodus Creed is already down to 4 fouls, and yeah, he's about to be fouled out of the game. Oh my gosh. You could not let that happen, and now Rajko Krozovic is the one running point. Not to say that Rajko Krozovic is a subpar player. He's a very good player, but he is no Exodus Creed. And J.B. Avery has been horrible from the field, but he will knock down his free throws. Baylor running out of opportunities. And J.B. Avery converts calmly as expected. And it's a 6-point lead for Louisville. Now they have to do it without Exodus Creed. Couldn't have been a bigger loss for this Baylor team. Looking through some notifications right now just to see what's going on. I think we're looking at a Louisville win right here. Just seems like there's too much for Baylor to overcome. I mean, you can't expect the three-pointers to continue to fall, you know? Hopefully Coach Jackson is drawing up a good play for them. Let's see what Baylor does. They have about 30 seconds to work with. They need to get this ball down the court and quickly. Krozovic, not wasting time getting down there, but they need to set up a good shot. Wilkins, Jay, missed, and no. That's going to do it. Rhodes is another sure-handed free throw shooter. And it's just not enough from Baylor. Improvement from the Bears, as they got wiped by Iowa last year in the round of 32, but they're going to fall short here. but there's still a bright future ahead for these Bears. Who do you think will make the college football playoff? Oh, in real life. So we got, for sure, Michigan. We're going to have a Pac-12 champion there. Good shot right there, but a little bit too late for all that. Damian Holmes. And this will fall on Avery, and it's just more points for Avery. SEC champ will make it. I think Georgia beats Alabama. I think Texas takes care of OK State. So, but I also think Louisville beats Florida State. So, I see Georgia, Michigan. I'm going to say Georgia, Michigan, Washington, Texas. I don't think Alabama beats Georgia, unfortunately. Final gasp for Baylor. 3 missed, and Louisville is headed to the Sweet 16. Florida stays down to a third-string quarterback this weekend. I think Louisville beats them. An inspiring performance overall by Baylor just comes up just short. And we will see 10-seed West Virginia versus 3-seed Louisville in the Sweet 16. The winner of that one takes on Iowa or USF. Or I should say 5th-seed USF versus 1-seed Iowa. And that's the round of 32, everybody. We had the chance for a Louisville-Kentucky matchup, by the way, but Kentucky, of course, had to poo the bed. But Baylor does have huge things ahead of them. They are up next. They're going to be that team. Oh, pressed that a little too early, but there we go. Thank you, everybody, for sticking with us throughout this entire round. The Sweet 16 could come at you this Sunday, but I don't know yet. I want to do some little graphic work for the Sweet 16 before kicking that off. But yeah, Baylor, their season cut short. Valiant effort against Louisville, but it just wasn't enough. We'll see if this West Virginia team can fare better. We will see. Well, that being said, thank you, everybody, for watching. And just, yeah, thank you for being a part of LSL. LSL College Hoops, big things to come soon. Have a great rest of your Friday, your early part of Saturday. I, with Mrs. Commish, will be back online. Not either, but just like around like 12:30 in the afternoon tomorrow. So yeah, Eastern time, by the way. Eastern time. Have a good one, folks.